Members of council, I am very excited to finally be here presenting this legislation that represents months of hard and collaborative work between the administration and the council. And I think addresses the biggest issue that's facing our residents, affordable housing. I think it's always important to anchor our policymaking in the real problems that real residents are facing. And so I just wanted to take a minute to remind us who we're trying to support with these efforts. Seniors on fixed incomes and longtime residents who've been priced out of their neighborhoods that they love, who are being pushed out of their social networks and the resources and the connections that they need to thrive. We are supporting young people who have to delay buying their first home till later and later in life. I learned recently that the average age of a first-time home buyer is 40 years of age now. Back in the 1990s, that was 28. And so this has huge implications for wealth building, right? It shifts the wealth building from individuals and families to our corporate investors. And we're supporting the majority of residents in our city who are renters. We have watched as their wages haven't kept up with their rent increases, and that's forced moves that result in inconsistency for their kids who are in schools, for longer and more expensive commutes, and less available money for other essentials like healthcare. We all talk regularly about wanting a thriving and inclusive city, and today we are literally putting our money where our mouth is. This housing affordability plan is built on two major strategies. One, more homes for more people, where we increase the supply of both affordable and market rate housing. And two, more ways to stay, where we protect our residents from displacement. And under those strategies, there's four key actions. First, establishing predictable funding for the construction and preservation of affordable housing. Second, updating the zoning to increase supply and streamline permitting. Third, committing to collaborative public housing redevelopment, ensuring that RHA is aligned with the city and we are centering residents in our redevelopment efforts. And fourth, making sure we're delivering on our anti-displacement efforts by improving the execution of existing programs like our older adults and persons with disabilities tax exemptions and deferral program, our Healthy Homes program, or our GAP grants. So this legislation, this Richmond Affordable Housing Trust Fund ordinance, is a critical step towards that first action, which is a predictable funding source for affordable housing. It creates a dedicated and transparent and fiscally responsible source, and it ensures that the dollars are invested consistently and effectively to build and preserve homes that working families, seniors, and longtime Richmonders can afford.